What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel. Now today we are going to be talking about Galarian Rapidash. Now I think this is a really cool new addition to this generation. It is a really cool design. I really like the redesign from the original Rapidash, and it's got a really cool typing in Psychic and Fairy. It shares that with, I believe Gardevoir has that typing. And it's a pretty good offensive typing, and it's not a terrible defensive typing either. It's got 3 weaknesses, and it has fighting is a quarter damage, and psychic does half damage. So I mean, it's a pretty decent typing, but it's a lot better as far as an offensive typing. It hits decently hard with a base 100 attack, and it's pretty speedy with a base 105 speed. Its defenses are not that great, and its special attack is pretty low at base 80. But we'll see if we can't find out a way to use it today. But yeah, I'm gonna go over a few movesets for you guys today that you might use if you want to use this mon. And this first set we're gonna use is just your basic Choice Scarf set. Now, it being base 105 speed, it's already pretty fast and it outspeeds a lot of things. But this is to beat other common Scarfers. One notable Scarfer that this beats out is Darmanitan. Now, the 176 in speed with the Jolly nature ensures that you outspeed Galarian Darmanitan by 2 points. It doesn't round right to do just 1 point, so 2 points. And you can OHKO that with Low Kick. No matter what, it is going to drop. Now keep in mind that Low Kick does not work on any Pokemon that is Dynamaxed. So if your opponent still has a Dynamax left and chooses to use it, then Low Kick will have no effect. So you might want to watch out for that. But besides that, we have Play Rough and Zen Headbutt. Those are your stab moves, and Zen Headbutt helps cover your poison weakness. And Low Kick is also there for Steel types, which Steel types are a problem for this mon. And you have Throat Chop as your last move, and that helps to deal with ghosts. And so this actually has enough of a move pool to deal with all of its weaknesses, which is really nice. You take neutral damage from Dark, but even if Dark comes in on you, you've got Play Rough for it, and Low Kick. And so this actually is a pretty nice Scarf user. It has decent coverage overall, and it's got a few other moves that are notable that we're not running. It also gets access to moves like High Horsepower, it gets Facade, it gets Mega Horn if you'd rather have that bug type move instead of something like Throat Chop. It would hit a little harder, but you've got the 85 accuracy to worry about as well. And then you also have Wild Charge that would help you deal with water types and flying types. So yeah, I think this is a decent Scarf set, and I think it'll do well for you. So the second set we're going to look at is a Choice Banded set. Now, we're running the same EV spread, and this will be for any banded Darmanitans. There are quite a few Darmanitans that are running around with Choice Band. My Darmanitan that I'm using right now on the ladder is Choice Banded. And this would, again, just speed creep that just enough so that you can get a little bit of bulk in there. With base 65 HP, it's not much of a help, but it is helping a little bit that you may survive one hit that you may not have otherwise. And we switch out Low Kick for High Horsepower in this set. A ground type attack is much better than a fighting type attack on this set, I feel. And you don't need it for Galarian Darmanitan on this set because both Play Rough and Zen Headbutt will OHKO this. At least it will with Rocks Up. And so High Horsepower is going to be a better coverage move overall, I feel. You can still run the Low Kick, but High Horsepower still covers your Steel types just as well. Yeah, so I think this set works out just as well. And again, you could get rid of Throat Chop to get Low Kick back, or you could go with any of the other moves that we covered previously. The third set we're going to look at today is a Swords Dance set. So this thing does get access to Swords Dance, which I think is very good, especially considering its base 105 speed. It also gets access to agility, but in most cases you're really not going to need it. And so for this set we're going to go with max speed instead of the speed creep, because we're just going to want to be as fast as possible. And we have quick attack on this set. This will help us to pick off things that might have priority against us. We would be able to take those out, and it'll be stronger because of the Swords Dance. Also, I didn't talk about this thing's ability, and the best ability it gets is Pastel Veil, and this just protects you from being poisoned. Now, I really wish that instead of like Runaway, we had gotten Pixelate, because that would really help this mon out a lot. We would be able to run things other than Play Rough. We would be able to run Double Edge on this mon, and that would be so much stronger, but unfortunately they decided not to do that. Yeah, but and we're going to run Life Orb on this set because obviously we can't run a choice set with Swords Dance, but I think this set's decent. I think that a +2 quick attack is going to really help to chip down things that might have might have Sucker Punch against you. This would be a good way to take those out. And we also have Play Rough and Zen Headbutt for the stab coverage. Now the next set we're going to look at is a Calm Mind set. We're going to try to make use of that special attack. Now it is only base 80, so it is kind of low. But after a Calm Mind or two, this thing actually begins hitting pretty hard on the special side. And you're also boosting your special defense in the process. So you're getting bulkier as well, which this thing appreciates any kind of bulk. Now we are going to be running max HP on this set because I don't feel that on this set you really need the speed. You're already going to be naturally outspeeding any of your really slower mons just because you are base 105, which is still very fast. And so we also have Psychic, Mystical Fire, and Dazzling Gleam. This helps you against things like Ferrothorn. Ferrothorns are running around a lot and they would hard wall this mon really badly. But Mystical Fire allows you to break right through it, especially since most of them are running physically defensive. Mystical Fire would allow you to deal with that on this set. We have a Rocky Helmet on this set. This could be switched out for leftovers pretty easily. I just like the Rocky Helmet on this because this thing does draw in physical attacks. And so I think that this would be, this would help you to chip them down just a little bit more. Now this set is an interesting set, and normally I would have considered this the meme set, but I actually think that it may do something for you. So we have Swords Dance, Bounce, Play Rough, and Zen Headbutt. Now the reason we have Bounce on this set is when you go for your Dynamax and you use the Flying type move, it boosts your speed by 1 stage. And you are able to retain that boost once you finish Dynamaxing. Now that basically gives you a Choice Scarf without actually having to hold a Choice Scarf. And yes, it is just a Flying type move. It's not super powerful, but if you can find an opportunity to Dynamax on something that's kind of low and they're ready to just sacrifice it, you kill them with the Dynamax Bounce, and you are now going to outspeed basically anything you want to at +1, barring other really, really fast Scarfers. And so I think this set actually has some viability, and so you're going to hit really hard with Play Rough and Zen Headbutt otherwise. Obviously, you're missing out on some coverage, not having things like High Horsepower and Throat Chop, but I still think this set could have some viability. It's a great way to boost your speed while also doing damage. So I think it'd be something to think about and maybe try out. All right, last set. We got to have a meme set in every one of our episodes, and this meme set is exactly what you would expect out of a meme. We have Calm Mind, Future Sight. Now, Future Sight is a Psychic type move that is 120 base power, which is actually incredibly strong, but it takes 2 turns for it to actually work. And so to go with this, we are running Calm Mind to help us be a little bulkier. We're running Leftovers for a little bit of recovery, as well as Morning Sun and Protect. So this set is not good. because of this thing's abysmal defenses. But if you were able to get up some special defense boosts with Calm Mind, and you really help to weaken down the physical attackers on your opponent's team, this might not do so bad. I wouldn't expect it to win any tournaments. I wouldn't expect it to do anything crazy, but you never know. You never know. I always enjoy watching a good future sight sweep. Those are always really entertaining, and so you never know. This thing may surprise you. But that I believe that's going to be it for today's video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Now, very soon, either today or tomorrow, I don't know, but I will be putting up a really big video. It's going to be my breeding guide. Now, this will include things other than breeding. It will also include how to gain a lot of money really fast in the game. It will include a guide to how max raid battles work, and it will just include a lot of really important information as far as playing competitive Pokemon and making competitive Pokemon. The video will consist of me actually going from catching them on in the wild. I've chosen a Pokemon that requires an egg move, and so I'm going to show you how egg moves work, and I'll show you how to get the Mon. It's going to need its hidden ability, so I'm going to show you how hidden abilities work. It's just going to be a full guide on about the most complicated kind of set that you could run into, and so everything included in that video should be a pretty thorough explanation of what you need to do in order to make any Mon that you want on your team. So I hope you're really excited about that. I've been planning this video for a while just to make sure that that it is good for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, I will let you know very soon when that comes out, and I hope you guys watch that and enjoy it. So until then, I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.